Sarah Ferguson is used to surviving royal scandals, and the XHRH is determined to overcome yet another if King Charles manages to kick Prince Andrew out of the royal lodge. Having lived in the 30-room mansion with her ex-husband since 2008, Fergie reportedly has no intention of moving into her luxurious, secondary $5.7 million London townhome. She will collect rent on it instead, Airbnb style, as one ex-commenter described it. The one-time Duchess of York has installed tenants in the two-bedroom Belgravia property she bought in 2022, and the rent she's receiving from this means relocating to London from Windsor isn't part of her game plan, Daily Mail reported. The two-bedroom townhouse has been suggested as the perfect landing spot for the scandalous Yorks when and if Charles III finally boots them from the Windsor Great Park estate. However, a source stepped forward to let it be known the pair are their own worst enemies in this doomed fight. Relocating to a luxury townhouse is a move that most people could only dream of, and it would save the Yorks £200,000 per year. It's a no-brainer, they added. With the King set to stop paying Andrew's security bill at the opulent home from November, the insider doubled down and shared, "It's time for the Yorks to be independent. They've got a long-term lease with the Crown Estate, and if they can pay their fully independent means to live at Royal Lodge, they're very welcome to, but they need the right security for a building of that size. If they can find the money, that's great, but if they can't, then a smaller property would be much less expensive." This follows earlier reports suggesting His Majesty has apparently solved his black sheep problem by addressing both Prince Harry and the Duke of York in one royal command. For King Charles, forcing Andrew to move to Frogmore solves several problems at once. It sends a message to Harry that, as a private citizen and no longer a working royal, he will never be allowed back to Frogmore, royal author Tom Quinn dished in June. It sends a message to Andrew that, having disgraced himself, he can no longer expect to live in the grand style, he added. And, finally, it means that a suitably grand residence can be made ready for the royals who really matter, William and Kate. Charles is determined that Royal Lodge is the only residence on the royal estate at Windsor that is big enough and regal enough for his heir.